Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Gloria, and today we are going to be doing a simple everyday eyeshadow look that you could wear for work or for any occasion where you don't need to be super glam. So this is the look that we are going to create. We're going to use a neutral palette. This one is the Tarte Clay palette, which has a lot of brown tones in there. And I'm also going to be doing a eyeliner hack for those of us that have hooded eyes. And even if you don't have hooded eyes, just need help on how to create a crisp wing liner. So if you're interested in both of those things, then just keep on watching. So I'm starting off with my eyebrows already done. I haven't applied any foundation or concealer, obviously. If you have oily eyelids, I recommend you use an eyeshadow primer. You can use concealer, but if you have oily eyelids, I recommend using an eyeshadow primer. I have the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, but today I'm just going to use the Tarte Shape Tape concealer on my eyelids. And the reason why I like to use concealer, even though my eyelids are a bit oily towards the end of the day, is because I have a lot of darkness on my lid, and this kind of helps to also conceal. For an everyday look, you want to pick a palette that has a lot of neutral tones in it. I like to use a lot of brown tones. This palette is what we're going to use today. It's the Tarte Clay palette, and it has a lot of brown shades in there, and you can do kind of like a gradient effect with these colors, which is what we're going to do today. I know some people also struggle with eyeliner, so we're going to use a little tape trick. I've done this in my videos before. Especially if you have hooded eyes, this definitely helps me. I'd like to say I have medium hooded eyes because you can still see a bit of my mobile lid when I open my eyes all the way. So I like to use this tape trick. So you're going to get a piece of Scotch tape, just kind of take a little bit of the sticky off. This is part of the reason why I have not done my foundation yet, so that I can do this trick and then we can apply foundation later. So usually what I like to do is I like to take the tape and kind of look at where my lower waterline is and kind of angle it towards the temple. So this is how my eyeshadow is going to lay, and this is also going to be a guide for my eyeliner. Okay, so I'm going to take a large blending brush. It looks like this. And this one is a Luxie 250 brush. And so I'm going to use this for my transition color. For my transition, I'm going to pick this color Journey, and it's almost like a beigey pinky color. I'm going to swirl it onto the shadow. I'm going to dust off any excess powder, and then I'm going to start, you're going to hold your brush kind of like this towards the end because you don't want to be heavy-handed. So this kind of helps to kind of blend things out. So you're going to hold it about here, kind of where your brow bone sits, and you're going to create circles and windshield wiper motions. So as you can see, I'm not applying it on my brow bone. I'm just staying here right under, kind of under the brow bone and where the crease meets. And you can carry it down just a little bit. So that is my first shade. Next, I'm going to take the color Ember, and we're going to apply that to the crease. And I'm going to use a smaller blending brush and a little bit denser in the bristles, so you can see the difference in size, just because we're trying to get kind of that gradient effect, almost like a rainbow. Think of a rainbow and like the layers of the rainbow, except for you want your eyeshadow blended, not sharp, if that makes sense. But we're going to take that Ember color Again, tap off any excess. And we're going to go where that crease is, where the hollow of your eye is. And then we're just going to do the same thing, circles, and kind of carry it closer to the inner corner of the eye. Not all the way, just about there. See how you can still see the two different colors, but it's blended because you're going in circles and you're not packing so much color in there. If you want this color to be a little darker, then you can build it. So I'll take a little bit more of my eyeshadow and then go back in and darken it up. Okay, so since we did that, as you can see, there is now a little bit of a harsh line right there. So we can go back in with our other brush without any color on it, and then just kind of blend that together so it doesn't look so harsh. Okay, and the nice thing about the tape is since we have hooded eyes, this kind of helps to bring the eye up more, almost like a cat eye, which is, as you can see, like this one looks droopy, this one looks kind of more awake and bigger. Next, I'm going to take more of like a flat brush to apply my shadow on my mobile lid. And for that, I'm going to take this kind of cream color, and that's what we're going to apply. If you want your white to look super bright, you can definitely clean up this eye area with either some makeup remover, or you can use concealer over it. So we'll just go ahead and do that just so you can see what I mean. You can use the same concealer that you use to prep your lids, and just take a concealer brush. Okay, I can't find my concealer brush, but I'm going to go ahead and use this paintbrush that I use for my Halloween tutorials. And so I'm just taking it on here from my concealer. I just kind of grab some, and I'm going to start carving the lid. If you're in a hurry for work, you do not have to do this. It's still going to look good. Maybe I'll do it without the concealer on one eye and then with on the other, so you can kind of see the difference. And I'm gonna stop right here because on this side I'm gonna put darker color. Unless you want to do your whole mobile lid cream, that's fine too. You don't have to do the darker shade. That's just my preference. I'm just gonna smooth it out with my finger. With the warmth of my finger, that's kind of gonna blend so it doesn't look patchy. So again, with my flat brush, I'm gonna go ahead and take that cream color called Solstice, and I'm just gonna tap it on there. Okay, so on this eye, I'm not going to do the concealer, just so you can kind of see the difference. And so since I don't have concealer on this, I don't have anything for the eyeshadow to really stick on. So for this one, instead of tapping like this, I'm just going to kind of drag it on there. So as you can see, it's not as pigmented as this one. You kind of have to work a little more to get the color that you want. Now we're going to add a darker shade. I'm going to take a dense blending brush. So this one is the Morphe E17. It's got dense bristles. It helps to pick up more eyeshadow. So I'm going to use this darker brown in the color Smoke. And I'm just applying it on the outer part of my mobile lid. I'm just kind of creating a bit of a C shape. Okay, moving on to eyeliner. So I prefer to use liquid liners or kind of marker style liners. The main thing is that it has like a pointy tip. This is going to help you create that sharp wing. Because I have hooded eyes, it is always a struggle to do my eyeliner, especially when you're trying to make a wing and then at the end your hood kind of flops over it, defeating the purpose of having a winged liner. So this is a really good trick, or using makeup remover wipes or concealer. Those will help you if you make a mistake. So I'm going to show you how to do a wing liner with the tape. So this is almost like a cheat sheet. So I like to start however far I want my wing. That's where I'm going to start. If you want a little wing, just, do the small wing. If you want it high up where your dark color is, then do it whatever you want to do. So pretty much I'm just tracing the line of the tape down to my eye. Then I'm going to go maybe halfway where the line is and make my triangle shape. And keep in mind, you'll have to play with this for a little bit until you get used to eyeliner. Once you get your style down, it'll become a lot easier, and then your preference as well. So because I have hooded eyes, I do have to kind of stretch the skin. By the way, this is one of the best marker eyeliners I have found that works for me, which is the Henry Blickity Black liquid eyeliner. Okay, so it's up to you how you want your eyeliner shade to be. You can have a little scoop to it like how I have done it, or you can do a super straight across line. For me, I find that this scoop kind of helps to make my eyes appear bigger, but because I have the hooded eye, but you can also make it look cute with a straight. It's your preference. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like once we remove the tape. If you find that your tape was uneven and your wings are lopsided, always go in with the makeup remover wipe and that will save the day. So you can just clean it up, fix it. Again, this is going to take practice. Once you get it down, this will be a lot easier, and then you're going to find that eventually you won't need the tape. Or you'll take off the tape and then just use your eyeshadow to guide you. As you can see, there's like kind of like a bit of a harsh line there. Some people like it. I happen to like it. If you don't like it, once you've put your makeup on, you can just like rub it a little bit to kind of remove that harsh line. So I'm going to move on to my foundation and concealer, and I will be right back to finish that eyeshadow look right under my eyes. So I'm going to continue with the gradient effect under my eye, going back in with the color Journey that we used initially. Next, I'm taking Ember. You could either leave your eyeshadow like this, or you can go ahead and add the darker color Smoke to the outer part of your waterline. Alright you guys, so this is the finished eyeshadow look. I went ahead and applied some mascara on my top and bottom lashes. And it's a simple, easy look, everyday wear type of look that you can use for work or for whatever, just when you don't want to be extra glam but you still want to look cute. I do like how this eye came out better with the concealer before we applied the white cream colored eyeshadow. As opposed to this one, because as you can see, I don't know if you can notice, but this eye looks a little bit bigger, more awake than this one. And it is because that white is a little brighter, so it kind of highlights the eye a little more. And hopefully you guys like the eyeliner hack that I did. If you do, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know how it works for you. I would love to see your pictures on recreating this look. If you want to send me pictures on my Instagram or Facebook, I'll go ahead and link those right above here. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.